Hi Gemini, this is Donatella, Empress of Swords. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for returning. Please always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. Now, this is going to be your reading from the very end of November all the way through December 2020. I'm hoping that you guys had a very happy Thanksgiving. Wishing you guys the best. Okay. Well, as we are doing your reading, I feel like you've had a really spruced up energy. Like your energy is like really spruced up. What you're really thinking in your mind right now is the commitment that you want to make or the commitment that you've been going through. So there's a lot of thought in your mind about commitment and maybe even a corporation. Maybe there's a business that you want to put together. You could be thinking about the finances that are not working wherever you're living now. Possibly maybe you had to move or you're in the process of moving already. I don't know if you've already moved or if you've been thinking about moving, but there has to be some kind of shift and change to be made in order to grow the finances, if that makes sense. Now, in the distant past, I see that there was a very painful situation that you had gone through. You could have been possibly, it doesn't have to be this specific sign. It could be another Gemini like yourself, or a Libra, or an Aquarius, or it could just be, something something painful that happened. Maybe someone had like passed away, or you had gone through some loss. It could be possibly a divorce too. Something where you couldn't I'm mainly getting the message where you couldn't speak to this person. There was a person that you loved that you couldn't talk. Like, you're really good at communicating, but that wasn't the problem. You weren't not able to talk to this person at all. And in the recent past, you feel like you haven't been able to move in the way that you want to move. And that's because you kind of get the feeling that something is going to be crashing apart in the next couple months. You know that at the end of the year, something is going to change. Not even a couple months. You have a feeling like by the end of December, you know that things are going to be changing and there's going to be a huge transformation. But what you don't understand is that as painful as this tower is going to be, there's going to be some kind of tower that happens for you in about a week from now. If you are dealing with a Scorpio or some kind of transition, there's going to be a change in your family life where you're going to feel like you're getting out of betrayal. And there's a movement that's happening that you've needed to make for a very long time that you never made. And it's helping you get closer to your family, and it's helping you get out of your anxiety. And it's actually helping you go towards your dreams, because I feel like you kind of pushed aside your dreams, and now you're actually thinking about what you need to do for your family. Gemini, I see that there's 5 people that are very close to you, and they're not agreeing with the things that you want to do, but the judgment is coming, and there's possibly a Virgo that may approach you, and there may be a Leo that approaches you later on. This could be for an opportunity of money, or it could be an inspiration, like maybe a family member comes and visits you, and you know this Virgo or Leo, maybe they contact you, they make you feel better. They might tell you about a fire sign who's in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that's not feeling well. Or they might give you some information like there's something wrong with this other fire sign. There's a male figure who's also dealing with this fire sign, but he's much, much, much older than this feminine fire sign. This has to do with, I think it has to do with somebody in your family, possibly. Not everything is about the relationships, because sometimes the family hinders the relationship around you. So it could be a possibility that this is who you're dealing with. There's something that happened there was deceptivity that happened in the past that you're very careful not to go through that path anymore. So you're very open and you're very aware now. So as in this process, you're actually healing. You're getting yourself out of this tight situation. There was contracts that you had to make before that were not fair for you, so you're out of those contracts now. But the weird thing is that you don't want to walk away. You don't want to walk away from everything that was in the past, but you do want to walk away from the feeling of being single, and you do love the feeling of being in a relationship. Because you like that generosity of give and take. This is something that you really do enjoy. And you don't like to wait. That's something that you hate doing. When you have to wait, it gives you like the most biggest anxiety of waiting on someone. This is something that you cannot stand to do. So probably like, I would say at the end of the year, I think you're giving yourself like a timeline of really giving yourself the opportunity to offer yourself to someone. Because you never take risks, and you don't like the options that are around you right now. This could be in business wise. It doesn't have to be in a relationship. It can be a relationship if you're struggling in your relationship right now. But I feel like if you're already in that relationship that you want to be in, you're trying to strive for that business now. And if it's not, if your business is going well, you're trying to strive for the job now. You're very focused is what I see. You're more focused than you've ever been. You're very yeah, I get the working card right after that. It's like you're just working and you're chiseling away trying to figure out what to do. You know that something had happened where it completely took your power away. I think somebody spoke up on something that you did, or maybe you told someone that you did that was deceptive. And now you have to work twice as hard because of that. And because you're working on it, you feel like everybody's not attacking you. They see that you're working hard. They're actually cheering you on. The more you try, the more that you are working. But you're getting out of rest mode. Like, you feel like you're stuck right now where you're stuck in a situation where you can't do the things that you really want to do. And it's causing a hardship on your romantic life. You've been holding on to money, but you don't want to hold on to that anymore. I think you're thinking about investing into something or someone. And there's an in and out energy that's coming in and out. You're not sure what to do. Could you possibly be affected by another earth sign? Gemini, is it possible? Another Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus? Like, this person is out of money and they're causing you issues. Are they linked to you somehow, some way? I mean, it doesn't have to be romantically involved. But I see like maybe there was a person that was a lot in charge. They were much in power before. And they don't act the same anymore because their finances are not the way that they used to be, if that makes any sense. This person is not walking away from their issues, and this could be problematic for you. You're around someone that does not walk away from their own issues. They're in and out of your life. They come in and they come out. They come in and they come out, but they're not walking away from the issues that they have. You're dealing with someone that deals with another person like that. But the thing is that what you don't understand is they're not really waiting on them. They're not waiting on anyone. So if you have a feeling like you want to go towards someone, they're not waiting on anyone. Like, even if this is a business venture, I feel like maybe you're scared that it's not a place for you to be in. Like, maybe you're worried like the promotion is not yours, or maybe that you're worried that this will never, like, I feel like there's a lack of confidence, but there's lots of cockiness because of the lack of confidence. That's what's going to make you lose. There's some immaturity when you're speaking. Okay, so I see you going really far, Gemini. You're like a mastermind when it comes to doing something really amazing. It's just that when the communication comes out, sometimes it comes out really different. It comes out sharp. And that's giving you some anxiety right now. You feel like you can't talk the way that you want to talk. I get the feeling that you're possibly dealing with maybe some water signs or people that are like really super emotional or sensitive that are around you. So you could be dealing with, I feel like you might be feeling like you're walking on eggshells because you can't really tell people the way you need to. And you think like, okay, the truth is actually going to really help them out, but these people are not accepting the truth. I don't know how to tell them the things that they need to know because their options are shit, and you see through like at a higher ego level. And you're noticing that maybe you're not even using your own intuition when you're talking to certain people because they're not using their own intuition. So there's going to be a time frame where this person is going to probably cut you off again. Or maybe you're going to cut this person off again. But you're not rushing towards anything or anyone if they're not using their intuition. And this is just such a turn off for you. But what you want to do is you want to open an enterprise. I see you wanting to go towards possibly a Scorpio or a new transformation in your life. This is something that keeps you really excited and motivated. It's like you want to invest into another Scorpio, or maybe you want to invest into some kind of like money franchise where it just like makes more and more money. And it's a transformational thing. Something that you would want to start from fresh. So it's like a death. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio because that's the sign of death and rebirth. And it's going to be lots of burdens. So I want to tell you, like, it's really worth it. It's probably the biggest prize of your life. But there's going to be moments where you're going to want to give up. And you have to be super consistent on it. And you cannot have anything dishonest in that kind of business if you're thinking about it. It has to be legit. If that's the case, I could see a Scorpio coming out later to help you with anything that you need. If you have a wish, let's say like you have an enterprise that you want to build, you want to go towards something, Gemini, all you got to do if you really want to make something happen, if you really want to make it come true, if you're already close to Scorpio, have a conversation with a Scorpio to have this conversation with an Aquarius, and they possibly can make this happen for you. Because they have some information that you might not be aware of, especially if this is somebody that you know. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friend. It could be a relative. It could be a parent. It doesn't have to be that. This person, it could be someone that's close. If you know the Aquarius, if they have some information that knows the Scorpio that you know. Now, if these are two people that you know, they may unlock some information that you needed to get out of anxiety. Because there was some misfortune, there was some bad luck, and it could have been because of some kind of addiction, or it could have been you were dealing with some, maybe possibly a Capricorn. But some kind of chain has been released. Something has been started where you can have good memories with someone if you choose to. And one thing that might help you to know is that there's possibly a Taurus that would like to speak with you, or maybe possibly a Libra that would like to speak with you, or maybe they're not speaking with you. Let me correct myself. And that's because of the lack of fruitfulness, and they had to get away from the situation that they were in. So maybe they had issues with you, or possibly they had issues with the job, but you're possibly dealing with another Taurus or a Libra. That could be. Or it could be like you are feeling like you're out of your element from the way that you were looking at your finances, and now you have to go and start all over. There was two things that at one point you were juggling, and now you know you cannot. You're very serious. So now you're speaking about truth. You're very matter of the fact. You've really adulted up these last couple years. I really feel like you've really adulted up. And you're pushing away anything that is not really genuine. Like, regardless if it's perfect or not, you don't care. But if it's not genuine, then that's something that you don't even want to deal with. Like, as long as it's truthful, it's fine. But you're not going to put up with people that are not genuine, because that's really going to bug you. And you don't care if it leaves you out in the cold. They could leave you out in the cold, that's fine. Because you're going to offer your love to someone that is truthful and flowing with love. And that's how you are feeling right now, Gemini. I think that maybe you were dealing with a lot of people that didn't speak up with who they really were, with what they were going through, what the situation is. They're more than that, they're delusional about what reality is and what their priorities are. And you want to give your heart and soul to the people that have the same moral values as you. And as you're going through this time, you're awakening to that. You're awakening to, like, I don't have to change people. Like, I just want to group with the people that already know the things that I know, that appreciate the things that I appreciate. And these people are coming towards you. But the thing is that there's a Scorpio that's near you, and then that Scorpio possibly knows an Aquarius. So if that makes sense, let me know. There's a new opportunity of finances that are going to come through because of some kind of lack that vanished. So like if something is dying, something is going to restart because of that death. And it's going to be something even better than you had experienced before. And you're going to realize that was a transitional phase as a training program, so that way you can help other people later on know how to deal with this. You know, it's kind of almost like, it's not really like magical alchemy. It's more like manifesting something great. Like, you know, when you rub the Aladdin genie wish and you're like, I want something wonderful to happen. Okay, well, you saw the disaster of Gemini. You saw the mishaps, okay? Like, let's say it was a nightmare, and then all of a sudden you woke up. Now here's the reality. Now we're restarting, even if that was real life. Today that you're restarting your fresh new start, or even January when you're starting your fresh new start. What are you doing to reset all of this? Because we're coming at the end of the year where there's certain people that you cannot talk to, like you really wish that you could talk to, that you need to get through. There's commitments that you want. There's goals that you have. There's deposits that you want to make. There's money that you want to build. And there's people that were deceptive that you want to just get rid of. So if you want to know how to scope these people out, I would highly recommend bringing that Scorpio very close to you, because they are going to be like the perfect spy detective for you to figure people out and help you with those people. And the other zodiac is Aquarius, to help you get your wishes across. So if you have those two elements near you right now, great, because you can actually use your power of manifestation to get exactly what you need just from those two elements. However, if these two people are not in your life right now, I see these people later on approaching you. Do not bypass them, because these two people are very special elements for you. It's going to be a Scorpio and Aquarius. So if you already know the Scorpio, but you don't know the Aquarius, or vice versa, these two elements will help you get out of your funk, where some kind of idea will culminate inside of your mind, and it's going to have a ripple effect with, like, it's like the triple trifecta. Like, it's going to be like three genius brains put into one with like the best idea in the world. So if that makes sense, please leave it in the comments, because I really want to know. I mean, you guys don't have to tell me like the main, like the every detail of it, but if this really resonates, you know, I want to know, because this is really interesting, and this is like something that you want to do and you want to change it, because there's somebody that's not communicating with you, and there's nothing that you could do about it. So what you could do right now, or maybe it's like the masses. I feel like there's no way you can communicate to the masses. I feel like you want to get your message through, but you're trying to figure out how to do it. And I have a feeling that you're going to have a great power if you choose to do it with having communication with your Scorpio and with an Aquarius. So whoever those people are for you. All right? All right, guys. Well, let me know if this message resonates. And please also remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. Hopefully I will be back mid to the end December. If not, I'll be back in January. All right. Thank you guys again. Love you all. I'll see you soon.